growth is tangible. If we say that what do we mean by tangible, then I can clearly say that it is clear and definite, real, perceptible by touch, like you can feel it, and always stop after maturation. There is a big difference between growth and development that
Definitely.
stops here. Then it continues till the end of adolescence. After adolescence, there will be no growth. Same like in nervous system, like initially your neurons will be in a greater number, but after increasing your age, the number of neurons will decrease. It will not increase as like the number of cells increases in the case of the body, or in the
Mhm.
case like mitosis occur, but in the nervous system, in the neurons, it is not the same case as the other. Hence, it is clear that the changes that occur in the physical structure, size,
Mhm.
and dimensions are called growth. Women have faster growth rate than men. You can easily feel it. I can just say the word, but you are the proof, right? So, next.
Mm.
Few definitions of growth by various thinkers. Oh, okay. I forgot to just this picture. You can easily find the growth in the plants. This is pedagogy subject, but I can also refer with the plant also. Right.
Yes.
This
Go ahead.
we can say like the pulse. This pulse. If you have ever studied the environmental science during your childhood, then there will be a project like you have to paste. You have to grow a pulse on the like on the soil, and you have to record the growth, and you have to paste as it is on the paper, and you have to submit it on the to the teacher. That was
Mhm.
our means project at that time. So that is also important for the growth.
Mhm.
So the definitions of growth by various thinkers has defined growth. So as per the easiest one, we have to write in the paper because we cannot remember as long as the definitions will be there. So according to the Hurlock, define growth as change in size in proportion, disappearance of old feature and acquisition of new ones. Here the old features you can conclude like in child we have a childish behavior. So that childish behavior will not be fully available among the student. I mean among the adolescents or the adults. You can find but only little change, and there will be a
Mm.
new ones like ideas, your body growth and everything will be there, like you are mature, so beard not yours, like some change will be there. So according to
Yeah.
that was the hard law. Crow and Crow in the 1962 defined growth refers to structural and physiological changes. Here structural means according to the engineer you can say that it's architecture like means body, you can say growth will be there, and physiological changes we can include digestion, neurons or hormones also will be there in the physiology that lead to the changes. And development concerned with the growth as well, like in development it includes growth as well as, because up to the adolescence and after death also will become another development up to the death, as well as those changes in behavior which can result from environment situations, like environment situations I can say like people, those people who are living on the high altitude will have a high number of hemoglobins. Why? This is the reason, because if they will have a high number of hemoglobin, then the oxygen carrying capacity will be more, because at a at a high altitude the atmospheric pressure will be there, so the breathing rate will be more. By that hemoglobin number will be more, then the oxygen carrying capacity by the blood will be more. So we can see that the environment situation is also the important factor for the growth and development. In the same, like in the cold countries, like they are more fairer as compared to the African countries, they are more darker due to the environment
Mhm.
situation. The
Mhm.
melanin, the production of melanin pigments is the factor. on that country. Right? Next, Frank. Frank defined growth is regarded as. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Okay. Frank defined growth is regarded as multiplication of cells as growth in height and weight, while development refers to the changes in organism as a whole. Here, multiplication of cells, I can say mitosis is the process which lead to the multiplication of cells. As in the same case of cancer cell, there will be a uncontrolled growth of cells. That will be also a growth. We cannot deny that the cancer cell not having the growth.
Mm-hmm.
So next, meaning of development. This new topic. Development means progress. The overall changes that come about in the child are called development. It continues throughout the life. But in the case of growth, we can say it is up to the adolescence. After death, the growth will not be counted or will not be considered. After that,
Okay.
development is considered before that also and after that also.
Mm-hmm. After that also.
Yeah, means development is up to the death.
Okay.
It continues. See what it is written. It continues throughout the life. Means up to the death, development will be there. Either it is physical or your mental development or circular or skill, something skills will be there. So that is also the part of the development. See, it is written
Okay.
there. The child's physical, intellectual,
Mm-hmm.
here intellectual we can say in Hindi bodhik, the capacity for knowledge,
Okay.
right? And social, individual behavior in society. Emotional, we can say like one like fear, anger, jealous will be the
Mm-hmm.
or your emotional emotional one, right? Then moral is concerned with the principle of right or wrong behavior. Like we have that capacity to decide which is wrong or which is right. Then sexual,
Okay.
like that girls attend puberty earlier than the boys. That is also the development. Etc. belong to the development process. Development is both in qualitative and quantitative. That means numbers also and quality also.
Also.
Yeah. Not like the growth, right? So it
Mm-hmm.
is continuous process. It doesn't stop after maturation. Like in that one, up to the maturation was the last stage in growth. I'm just comparing with the growth also, so that side by side you can make a difference also. I will explain it later on also. I can't. Someone is there. Admit. Okay. I can't measure. Sorry, it is written wrong. Like I can't measure. It can be assessed through observation or experience. Like by experience, you can see like skills, personality, attitude also. Like you, if you have more knowledge, then your attitude will be high according to the different people. Hello,
Yeah.
audible?
Yeah.
Hi, good
uh,
evening. I'm sorry, I'm joining very late.
no, no, not a problem. I am just recording also, I think so. Okay, I will check it later. So next topic is definition of development by various thinkers. According to Gershild, Telford and Sorley, development refers to the complex set of processes involved in the emergence of mature functioning organism from the fertilized ovum. Like this is a part of, you can say it's a biology term. So like a fertilized ovum, it will lead to the mature like small child. You can see in the picture also like a small child, then a small child with having candy, then basketball, then natural one, then graduation, then some that people is working in the office like that, personality you can say with that only, then some things and something then old. In the same case like girls also, she also carrying a candy, then something, then school girl, then graduation, and then stylish people. We can say fashion improvement. That is also a skill. Like fashion, that's a art and science. Then old lady, then that people will gone, right? Death, then development will be finished.
Finish. Yeah.
According to the E. Herlock, development is not limited to growing layer. Like in development, like if you have seen the development process of anything like frog, cheek, or human beings, there is a layer. Different layers are there: primary, secondary, tertiary. Like after fertilization, so that is also growing, means it is not up to that only. Instead, it consists of progressive series of changes towards the goal of maturity. Like I have already told you that there will be a more development types like moral development, motor development, intellectual, social, emotional. There are a lot of development that includes in that. According to J.E. Anderson, development is concerned with growth as well as those changes in behavior which results from environment situation. I've already given the example of environment like that cold one or the high altitude people. Like in the in the ice in the Antarctica or some colder area also, we can say like shark or seal is having the high thickness of fat, like adipose tissue is there, which will protect from
Yeah.
the hypothermia, like prevent from the cold. So
Uh-huh.
if you have some tummy layer on your stomach, then that will also help you to protect from the
That.
cold. Fat, yeah, your tummy fat, your body fat, anything you can say, that will also important for the protection from the cold. So that is also development, but it may be a negative for you, but for the survival it may be positive.
Right.
Then, according to Hinge Warner, development consists of two processes: integration and differentiation. It seems like a mathematics, integration and differentiation. Right. Okay. Next. See, scope of development. I already told you there are different types of development also. So we can say like a physical development, like body structure, and you can say like bones, muscles development is also a type of physical development. Mental development, like you can decide which is according to your according to your mind, you can decide which is wrong or which is right. We can see it as a mental, as a cognitive also, which is the ability to think, reason, and analyze. Analysis is very most important thing in the mental development. Then emotional development, like ability to regulate and control emotions. Like
Mm.
some is more emotional and someone is strong, like you can say. And this is a stage like you and me all are like some people at this stage like emotional, like from home or from the student or something that will lead to in the emotional condition. Then motor development, physical growth and strengthening of a child's bone and muscles, ability to move and touch his or surrounding is a motor development. Then development of meaning and concept, religious development, like one person is very religious, like daily he or she is going to like temple and worship, like that is also the development. Then social development is individual behavior in society, how you are dealing with the people, your neighbor, how you are dealing with any situation or any condition about the society. Then language development, like are already a language graduation people, so you know better that language development, how it is important for society, for country, for livelihood, everything.
Yes.
So various factors responsible for growth and development. So for the internal, like from inside your body, you can say external, like from the external environment, and social, like for like social, you can say like a Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, all are social media, like a social development,
Yeah.
right? So in the internal, we can say like a biological, that affects behavior, physical, physiological, chemical, neurological, or genetic. Everything is just including the biological, right?
Mm-hmm.
Next is intelligent. So I can say that both you are intelligent than me, like ability to learn, adjust, and take right decision. Like you can decide whether I am wrong or right. It's
Right.
up to you because of your intelligence. I can say that affects social behavior, moral development, and emotional makeup. Like one among you, one is emotional, one is not emotional. I can say, right?
Mm.
Then heredity. Heredity is a biological term that's physical and social characteristic transmitted from parents to child. Like from means one organism means from two people, that characteristics, that genes is transmitted from them to you. So you are the mixture. I can say that you are the hybrid of your parents as a biology, not related to other thing. Then emotional also, like negative emotions, fear, anger, jealous. Then sociality, like social nature, achieve growth and development in the society. In the external, there are a lot of other thing also, but I am including the three only, like family environment. Like if you are rich, very rich people, then your behavior will also be according to that only. But if you are if you are grown in poverty, then you can, your development, like your mental physical development will be not as much good as compared to the rich people. Like if you compare with the what Ambani, and if you compare with the Ambani and us, then we can say that like their environment is more royal than us. Like,
Mm.
True.
hello.
Yes, yes, it's
Yes.
true.
Yes.
Yeah. I can say that. How I can say that? I can say by just taking that their education, their culture, their behavior, like they can afford foreign university also. So their education, everything is because of their condition, because of their richness in their family. Then disease and injuries. I can say like mental development will be blocked if there will be an accident, then there will be head injuries and many more. If you are having a polio or TB, then that will also causes a side effects. Like if you're taking example of present scenario, then I can say like a Covaxin or COVID shield. This vaccine, in
Mm-hmm.
some condition, they are finding that there are side effects. It may be
Yeah.
because of vaccine. It may be because of the persons is
Mm-hmm.
not taking that vaccine in the body. Like maybe because of some diseases is already there in the body. So it is not it because it's their body is not coping with the vaccine. So it is showing the side effect. Yeah.
Side effects. Yes.
Yeah. So environment linked physical health and nutrition. Like if you're eating everything like vitamin C nowadays, you're taking vitamin C tablets and not over that is the different thing. And then good like eggs and grapes and something, whatever the vegetables, seasonal vegetables and fruits are available, you are taking. So that's the way you are protecting your, means you are making your immune system strong. Like
Mm-hmm.
taking your milk with the turmeric, that will also increase or improve your immune system, right? So that is also important for the factors. That is the external factor. So now the social factor, home and family. If in someone family is fighting, then that will affect in their children also, in their child, and that will lead to like so we can say in a negative development. Not in all, like in few, but there will be that. Then social and economic status of the family, like same as economic status, like Birla, Ambani, that also like rich people. So their social interaction will be there. Like Amitabh Bachchan or every actor will serve food in their party. So we can say that not like that he is a waiter or server there, but that's the social status and economic status of that person. Then school influence also. Yes, school that plays a major part in our growth, not in growth, in development also. Like school, if you are getting a good teacher, if he or she is teaching very well, or if you are understanding, then your interest will be more towards that subject. But if in the next class, if some bad teacher or some teacher who are not developing any interest in that subject, then ultimately your interest in that subject will be decreased. So
Yes.
that will affect your future. How I can say it by like, if you are affected at the last stage, then your mind will set up that I'm not going to take a maths or science or social science subject in my like 11th and 12th subject. I'm going with this and that subject because of influence of the teacher. So school is also important. Then neighborhood, right? If your neighborhood is not good, then daily, day and night, there will be a fight between you and your neighbor. So it is also important for your mind mental peace. So that's all the various factors. The next topic will be like differences between the growth and the development based on a different basis. Like meaning, I can say I have already told, like growth means physical change, like increase in height, weight, etc. It's up to adolescence. While development means progress. It means overall change in the human beings from top to bottom, not like a certain particular part. Each and every cell of your body is a part of development. In growth also, but in development, it is up to the last stage. Then scope. Growth is narrow in scope because growth is a part of development. I can say like up to the adolescence, so it's a part, but development it includes both as a growth as a part and after the till the death of a person. So it's a broaden in scope because development includes growth. Nature, it is quantitative in nature. That means we can include it as a number, but in development, it is both qualitative and quantitative. Like your personality development, skill, everything like from numbers to quality is a part of development. Then continuity, it stops to slow down in adulthood. Like in a child, from after you are taken after you are born from the womb, I can say like initially the growth is very fast, but after up to certain stage, it will slow down up to the adulthood. Like up to the poverty, you can say like it's a very fast. Then ultimately it will be like in slow, like high peak, then low. Growth will be like that. So it is not a lifelong process. While in development, it continues from birth till death. It is a lifelong process. So development is very important. Measurement, it refers to the size, weight, height, etc. Such changes can be measured. You can see it with your eyes also, or you can measure it with the tape also. Like you can measure the weight and you can measure the waist size according to your clothes. So we can say it is a measurable size also, how long, weight, how means you are gaining weight, like that. But in development, it includes child's intellectual, social, emotional, moral development. It is very difficult or impossible to measure these changes. Like it's not like an aptitude exam you can measure. but it is beyond that thing. So it is not easy to measure that thing. Then basis. Tangible and intangible, I told you that is tangible is a perceptible by touch, like clear and definite, real. So anybody can also be seen visually. Visually also you can touch, you can feel. Like if somebody is having 6 pack or 8 pack or 10 pack, you can feel it. Triceps, biceps also, or you can see it also. Development. It is both tangible and intangible. It is tangible because it includes growth, while intangible because the emotions, social or moral value or intellectual values are only experienced or observed. You can experience it like my attitude is increasing day by day, or you can observe it. Then changes in a particular aspect. It may be referred to describe changes which takes place in a particular aspects of the body and behavior of an organism. So it's a part of your body, so growth is there. In a development, it describes the changes in the organism as a whole and doesn't list the changes in parts. Like you can say cells to tissues, tissues to organs, organs to organ systems. So I cannot say like a cell is only the responsible for the development, but the whole thing is important for the development. Comprehensive. It is less comprehensive process than development. I can say comprehensive is a relating to understanding. While in development, it is more comprehensive process than growth and progress process also. That's all for today.